My dear friends, we have Justina with us today, and she is going to share her testimony.
Wie du willst, wo du dich am besten fühlst. Du stehst, wo du dich am besten fühlst.
Gelobt sei Jesus Christus.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
Wenn mir jemand vor 6 Jahren gesagt hätte,
If somebody told me 6 years ago that I will be here,
dass ich in der römisch-katholischen Kirche beheimatet sein werde und dass ich
da ću biti vjernica, da ću
that I will be faithful, that I will be standing here, that I will be speaking to you, that I will be at home in the Roman Catholic Church,
Glauben erzählen werde, ich hätte diese Person für erstens verrückt gehalten,
i da ću vam ovdje govoriti
and that here I will be speaking to you how I came to faith. I would probably think that that person is crazy.
nie passieren. Sowas ist einfach unmöglich. Und ich hätte mich auch ein bisschen beleidigt gefühlt, dass
Zato
eine
što je
Person mir sowas zutraut.
za mene je tako nešto.
Because something like that was absolutely unimaginable, and I would have been offended if somebody thought something like that for me.
Also für alle, die es nicht wissen, ich komme aus Österreich, aus Wien und
Kao što znate, dolazim iz
As you know, I'm coming from Austria, from Vienna.
vor 6 Jahren stand ich kurz vor meiner Diplomprüfung. Ich habe in Österreich auf der Montanuniversität studiert.
U Austriji sam
kurz vor meinem
studirao.
Abschluss.
Wenn ich reinspringe, dann musst du aufhören, sonst schaffen wir es nicht.
Okay. Okay.
Sonst wird es zu lang für dich und für mich. Dakle, u Beču sam studirala.
I was studying in Vienna, and 6 years ago I graduated.
Für alle, die vielleicht die Universität nicht kennen, das ist in Österreich eine ganz angesehene, gute Universität, nach der man eigentlich, wenn man dort studiert hat, nie Probleme hat, einen Job zu kriegen und so. Also
Za
es ist
one
eigentlich sehr
koji poznaju
erfolgreich.
Austriju, to je
For those who know Austria, that is very famous university.
nikada nema problema da bi mogao
And after that university, nobody ever has problems in getting a job.
Habe eigentlich auch schon die ersten oder eigentlich schon konkrete Jobangebote auf meinem Tisch gehabt, habe eigentlich auch ganz konkret gewusst, was ich in meinem Leben will.
Dobila sam ponudu.
I got a job offer. I had several job offers for work. I roughly knew what is that I wanted to do in my life.
Konkrete Vorstellungen gehabt und vor allem habe ich auch eine ganz konkrete Vorstellung gehabt, nämlich davon, dass Religion ein totaler Unsinn ist, ein Blödsinn ist.
A što se tiče religije, za mene
And when it comes to religion, it was quite certain for me that that was something completely ridiculous. There was no logic, no sense in that.
Die Kirche und das Christentum da mit hineinfallen und ich da auch nochmal sehr ablehnend dem gegenüber war.
za mene je kršćanstvo
For me, Christianity was something very repelling, and I was trying to be as far as possible from that.
Also ich stamme aus einer polnischen Familie.
potječem iz poljske obitelji.
I come from Polish family.
Man davon aus, man ist schon ultrakatholisch aufgezogen worden.
Svi pretpostavljaju da kad netko dolazi iz
Everybody presumes that somebody who comes from Polish family that he is a good Catholic.
Uns war Religion und Glaube in der Familie überhaupt kein Thema.
to u mojim slučaju
In my case, that wasn't like that. For us, religion and faith meant nothing.
Meine Eltern haben sich, wie ich 14 Jahre alt war, getrennt.
kad sam imala 14 godina moji su se rastali.
When I was 14, my parents got divorced. For me, that was a very difficult period.
Jetzt hier nicht groß reden möchte.
Događale su i druge stvari koje su teške.
There were other things that took place as well, and I do not want to speak about that now.
Gelebt habe,
Život, svijet u kojem sam ja
Life in the world where I lived,
dass es keinen Menschen gibt, auf den du dich verlassen kannst, außer auf dich selbst.
za mene je to bilo.
for me, there were no people that I could rely on. I could only rely on myself.
Erreichst hängt davon ab, ob du es wirklich willst. Und es hängt von dir ab und von nichts anderem.
Bila sam uvjerena sve u životu, sve što
I was
postići ovisi samo od
convinced that everything that I will achieve in my life will depend only on how am I striving and trying to do that.
Religion ist etwas für schwache Leute.
Bila sam uvjerena da je sve
I was convinced that every form of belief was for just weak people.
Die ihr Leben nicht auf die Reihe kriegen. Das ist einfach
a za one koji jednostavno ne znaju kako bi
For those who do not know how to lead their lives in the other way.
sich da hineinzuflüchten und ja, einfach da Beruhigung und Trost zu suchen.
Weißt du, wir haben ein Problem mit dem Wind.
Gehen wir rein?
Weil hier ist der Wind sehr stark. Irgendwo stehen, wo der Wind nicht direkt ins Mikrofon weht.
Okay. Da?
Ich weiß nicht, wir müssen eine Lösung finden.
Okay.
Imamo strašan vjetar u mikrofonu.
We have problems with the wind and microphones, so it's hard to hear. It's okay. It will take a few moments just that they figure out where.
Užasan Uže svuda.
Oder soll ich aufs Ambo gehen? Da?
Okay, machen wir.
Okay.
Okay, we move on.
Kurz waren wir stehen geblieben.
Gdje smo stali? Das Wichtigste ist, Mutter Gottes liebt dich und du wurdest in Medjugorje bekehrt.
Okay. Genau, also die Religion. Also mit der hatte ich es nicht so. Und also ich war prinzipiell sehr dagegen und habe das einfach für einen totalen Unfug und Blödsinn gehalten.
Dakle, stali smo kod toga da sam ja smatrala
So I thought that faith and religion is something
Meine Eltern habe ich
for weak people, something that I do not need.
nakon rastave mojih roditelja.
After my parents got divorced, I was in sports, and that's where I found consolation.
Imala sam potrebu da postignem
I
rezultat.
had need to achieve certain results, and all of that functioned like that.
wollte, habe ich auch erreicht.
Ono što sam htjela, to sam postizala.
What I wanted, I was achieving that.
Studiert hatte, habe ich dann beschlossen, eben in Leoben, das
Nakon mature,
After my graduation, I decided to study in Leoben in the part of Germany,
lief auch dort eigentlich sehr gut. Ich war auf der Uni sehr gut.
i sve je tamo isto jako dobro bilo.
and everything was quite well, even there.
Sve je dobro se odvijalo.
My life seemed to be okay.
Nicht bewusst, aber es war einfach dieser Sinn, den ich in meinem Leben hatte, war ein absolut selbstgemachter Sinn.
Ali smisao u životu koji sam
But the meaning to the life that I had was the meaning that I myself created in a certain way.
Vor meiner Diplomprüfung, da waren wir ja schon heute mal.
da waren wir schon.
Da waren wir heute schon. Ich habe es am Anfang gesagt.
Dakle, sad se vraćamo na početak. Kratko prije diplome,
So a little bit before graduation,
Im Ausland machen.
htjela sam otići na
I wanted to go and practice my profession in some foreign country.
Oder es sollte so sein, dass ich nach Bosnien-Herzegowina komme, und zwar nach Banja Luka.
Dogodilo se da sam
It happened that I came to Bosnia and Herzegovina. I came to Banja Luka, to be more precise, the town on north.
Also internationale Praktikanten.
to je bila jedna međunarodna grupa
It was international group of young people who were practicing their professions in foreign countries.
Langen hatten echt Spaß.
Dobro smo se provodili, imali smo fešte, puno smo
We had good time, we were going out, we were partying a lot.
i to je bilo sve što me zanimalo u životu.
That was all that
Am Ende meines Praktikums
I was interested in.
mit einem Kollegen wollten wir ans Meer fahren, nochmal Ferien machen.
Na kraju prakse s jednim kolegom
At the end of practice with one colleague, we wanted to go to sea,
htjeli smo otići u Hrvatsku,
to coast. We wanted to go to Croatia.
on je bio iz Irske.
He was from Ireland.
Als wir geschaut haben, hat er gesehen, dass auf dem Weg Medjugorje liegt.
Kad smo pogledali na zemljopis,
When we looked at the map, we saw that on the way to Croatia is Medjugorje.
Das ist absolut übertrieben, weil Medjugorje liegt nicht auf dem Weg, aber er wollte dort unbedingt hin.
pretjerano je reći da je to na našem putu, jer to uopće nije bilo na putu.
It wasn't even on the way, but that's what God wanted, that we stop in Medjugorje.
Kirche, also er kann das gerne machen, aber ich komme da sicher nicht mit.
Ja sam mu rekao da to ne dolazi.
I said to him, I do not want to go to such places. I do not need to want to go there. It's probably like a church and pilgrimage place, so I'm not going there. I didn't want to go, even though that Irish wanted to go.
Kirche gebracht.
Ne bi me ni konji do crkve dovukli.
At that time, not even horses could bring me close to the church.
Er hatte mich dann doch überredet, mitzufahren, weil ich wollte dann nicht alleine fahren als Frau, und dann habe ich mich entschlossen, mitzukommen.
Kako bilo da bilo, budući da nisam htjela onda ići sama na more,
I did not want to go to coast on my own, and I agreed to come with him where he was going. We wanted to spend half day in Medjugorje.
Išli smo autobusom.
We were going by bus,
Das war so ein regionaler Bus, der in
and it was a regional bus
Autobus koji je stajao u svakom manjem mjestu.
that was stopping at every little place.
Tagen hier nicht ankommen.
Ja sam si mislila s ovim
So I thought, with this bus we will never get to coast in 3 days' time.
Steigen wir aus und wir fahren einfach am nächsten Tag weiter.
Ja sam rekla kolegi,
And I said to that colleague that the best is that we leave at the next station and that we stay there, and the following day we will continue further.
ali nakon te postaje autobus više
But after that station the bus never stopped. It continued driving,
izašli smo u Medjugorje.
and we ended up in Medjugorje.
Zur Kirche gegangen.
Dakle, izašli smo
So we were close to the post office and we continued on the main road towards the church.
Diesen Ort einfach nur gehasst.
i meni uopće, mislim, nikako mi se nije sviđalo. Ali
And I didn't like it there at all. Not at all.
Diese Geschäfte mit den Rosenkränzen und diesen ganzen Devotionalien.
tada kao i sada posvuda su bile
Back in those days, just not like now, there were shops with devotional objects, rosaries and similar articles.
Alles macht, von den Menschen Geld zu holen.
i to je za mene bio jedan
For me, that was a new proof that church is doing everything to take the money from people.
Für schwache Leute, die einfach Trost suchen. Und die katholische Kirche war einfach die Institution, die das am besten für sich nutzen konnte.
religija, kako rekao,
Religion, for me,
viće koje
was something for weak people who were looking for consolation, and the church was an institution that was taking advantage of people to take their money.
Der einen Verstand hat und der intelligent ist, eigentlich ganz klar, dass das ein totaler Blödsinn ist.
ali za one koji dobro razmišljaju,
But for those who think in a good way,
moje razmišljanje je
they will know that such opinions, such thoughts that I had were just ridiculous.
Waren für mich einfach, es tut mir leid, aber sie waren einfach für mich die Krönung dieser Dummheit eigentlich, weil sie ihr ganzes Leben dieser falschen Idee gefolgt sind.
za mene su svećenici redovni
For me, priests and religious people were people who completely missed their lives. It was something so stupid for me that somebody could actually devote
Straße entlang
themselves to religious life all of their life.
mal hingesetzt.
i tako smo mi krenuli od
And so we started from post office to the church, and in a certain place we just sat.
An einem halben Tag fahren wir hier wieder.
ja sam znala da za pola dana idemo dalje.
I knew that in half day
Frau kennengelernt, die
time we will continue further.
ungefähr mein Alter war.
Nama se obratila i razgovarali smo s jednom mladom.
So we talked to one young woman who was roughly my age.
Uns zu reden und hat uns erzählt, dass sie auch zum ersten Mal in Medjugorje ist.
Ona je isto bila prvi puta u
She was in Medjugorje for the first time, and she just started talking to us.
4 Monaten in Lourdes war und irgendeine Bekehrung erlebt hat und ja,
i pričala je da je nekoliko mjeseci ranije bila u Lu.
And she was saying to us how a few months earlier she was in Lourdes and she experienced some kind of conversion in Lourdes.
I opet ponavljam,
Again,
to bila jedna
to me that was one of the most stupid things that I have ever heard in my life.
sie hat dann gemeint, das ist dann später Nachmittag geworden, dass hier bald die Heilige Messe gefeiert wird.
bilo je kraj poslije podneva i vrijeme da se
Dass die Heilige Messe gefeiert wird.
došlo dakle vrijeme da se slavi misa u
So
Medjugorju.
it was time for Holy Mass in Medjugorje,
Wir sollen gemeinsam.
I rekla nam je da svi zajedno idemo na misu.
and she told us that we should go to Holy Mass.
Ich bleibe bei unseren Sachen vor der Kirche sitzen.
Ja sam rekla da to ne
I said, no way, I will just stay and watch our stuff outside the church, and my friend can go if he wishes to go.
jer se
And
kasnije
then she said, that's not good, because later on we won't be able to find each other, we will get lost.
natürlich.
Finden wir uns, weil ich bleibe sitzen.
Ja sam rekla ne, naći ćemo se.
And I said, of course, no, I will just stay here.
Aber sie hat darauf bestanden Und nach langem Hin und Her habe ich mich überreden lassen.
I ona je insistirala i onda nakon što su me dugo nagovarali,
But she insisted, and after they were trying to persuade me, I at the end agreed.
nije bio festival, ali
It was August. It was not time of the youth festival, but it was August.
Diesen Ort gibt es wirklich. Da ganz am Rand bin ich gestanden.
evo tu sam stajala gdje pokazujem
I was standing where I'm pointing my hand far on the edge. Holy Mass was in Croatian language.
Nicht teilgenommen. Also ich habe weder zugehört noch irgendwie da. Ich war da nicht dabei.
Ja niti sam šta razumjela, niti sam
I did not understand anything. I wasn't listening
An irgendeinem Moment
at all. I was absent. I couldn't understand a word.
zu wissen, wahrscheinlich wann das alles aus ist.
u jednom trenutku sam pogledala
In a certain moment, I looked towards the altar, probably to find out when this will finally finish.
Weiße Runde hochhalten.
i to je bio tako
So that was the moment
netko podiže u zrak ono nešto bijelo oko.
when somebody was raising something round up in the air.
Also am Altar, dass das einfach wahr ist und dass es das Leben ist.
U tom trenutku
In that very moment, I knew that what was at the altar, that was the truth, that was life.
Mein selbstgemachtes Leben eigentlich genau in die andere Richtung geht. Nicht auf dieses Leben zu, sondern genau in die andere Richtung.
i bilo mi je jasno da moj život
And I could understand that my life was the life that I myself have built, and that my life was going in a different direction, not in this direction.
imala sam neki čudan osjećaj da
I had a strange feeling that I wanted to talk to the priest.
Nach der Messe
poslije mise
After Holy Mass,
eine junge Frau gefragt, wie ich mich fühle.
pitala me jedna mlada žena
there was a young woman, and she asked me, "How do you feel?" I told her, "I feel really funny."
ona je rekla da je to jako dobro.
And she said, "Oh, that's great."
Ich habe gedacht, was soll daran gut sein, wenn man sich komisch fühlt, aber gut.
Ja sam si mislila šta
I thought, what is good about one man feeling funny as I felt?
Gefunden in Medjugorje und am nächsten Tag habe ich versucht, diesem Gefühl, das ich am Tag davor hatte, nämlich mit einem Priester zu reden, dem nachzugehen.
Dakle, našli smo smještaj, ostali smo.
So we found accommodation and we stayed in Medjugorje, and I was thinking about how on the following day I could find a priest,
Unutra.
because there was something inside that was encouraging me. But I did not dare to do that.
Ja sam inače dosta samosvjesna,
I'm a really self-conscious person,
ali sam imala panični strah.
but I had panic fear
Razgovarati sa svećenikom.
to talk to the priest.
Überwunden nach 8 Stunden.
Ali onda nakon 8 sati
And then after 8 hours afterwards, I prevailed that fear,
Ob Deutsch spricht und ob ich mit ihm reden kann.
i potražila
and I looked for a priest. I asked him if he could speak German, and I wanted to talk to him.
Hat mir im Nachhinein, nach ein paar Jahren gesagt, ist gerade damals von einer langen Fahrt nach Medjugorje gekommen und das Letzte, was wollte, war ein Beichtgespräch.
taj svećenik je
That priest, after a long journey, arrived to Medjugorje, and the last thing that he wanted to do was somebody to look for him and to ask him to confess. He wanted to have his peace.
Gemerkt, dass ich ihn angesprochen habe, dass das nicht so eine schnelle 5-Minuten-Sache sein wird.
a kad je mene vidio
And when he saw me,
bilo jasno da to neće biti kratka
for him it was obvious that it's not going to be a confession that will last for 5 minutes,
Bog iskoristi kao svoje oruđe.
but he allowed God to use him as his instrument.